Hi there, back here again. I haven't been here for a while, so I just want to read out a good question I got today in my email from Fajar. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I've been meaning to ask about this for a while, but I was waiting perhaps for you to make a video on it, about the differences between vocal techniques. As you know, there's so many singing methods out there. What makes you choose the one you're using right now? So the question here is, why do you choose the singing method that you're using? Well, I think this is a really good question because I personally don't see this stuff as singing methods. I don't see SLS or bel canto or any of that stuff as singing methods. There's just like if you go to the gym and do a bench press, there's different bodybuilders that built their muscles in slightly different ways, but they don't have like names for those techniques. They don't say, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger method or the Louis Ferrigno method. It's not kind of like that. So I don't think of it as methods. Really, the body works a certain way, and we're just exploiting that and getting the results. Even SLS, like Seth Riggs, even that stuff, that's not new. Seth Riggs didn't invent those exercises. That stuff came way before. So to be honest, there's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. There's no real new way to train the voice. The only thing that's different about me and different about somebody else is the way we explain things. I don't see this stuff as methods because I've studied all those courses, those CD programs, those books. I've studied many different methods, from Ken Tamplin, from Jamie Vandera, from James Lugo, through Seth Riggs, Brett Manning, Kevin Richards, Jim Gillette, Thomas Appel, who else? Probably more, I can't remember now. And really, it's all the same stuff. It's just, like I said in my other video, I didn't invest in programs or teachers to learn techniques. I invested to learn more how to do the technique, how are they going to explain it differently from the last teacher. The way I teach is catered to the individual, so I just listen. I don't throw a template at anyone. I listen exactly to what their issues are, and then I prescribe the treatment to that issue. I prescribe the remedy to the ailment. It doesn't matter what exercise you do. I can pick an exercise from anyone's course or method and make it either not work or make it work, depending on the underlying concepts, the underlying principles. That's the key. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really like, why am I choosing this method? It's not really about that. It's just like, I'm just doing what I see works, and that, it's not like it's a different technique. It's just I'm applying the same old stuff correctly. That's what it's about. So it's like, you don't have, it's like golf. There's not like different techniques to swing the thing. It's like you got the same swing, but it's just like, how accurately can you do that swing? Whether it's bel canto or SLS, it's really the same stuff. It's just what makes you think it's different is because of the teacher you trained with. So if you got a bad teacher in bel canto is going to be so different to a good teacher in bel canto. A bad teacher in SLS is going to be completely different to a good teacher in SLS, and that's what's going to make you feel like you're studying a different method. Really, you just want to find a good teacher, no matter what method they teach. Just a good teacher, and if they're good, then you're gonna see results, whether it's called SLS or SS or Batman or whatever it is. So you just find a good teacher, and I've really benefited a lot from studying many different methods because everyone's got a different bias, and so I got to see everyone's bias and then study from them and go, okay, he's pushing more in this direction, he's pushing more in this direction, and I try and find a balance between the two. So and everyone's issues are different, so they need to either lean a bit more this way or a little bit more this way. Like some people need to back off a little bit more when they sing, others need to push a bit more. It depends what your psychology is and what your current issues are. I don't really study a method. I just study singing, and I try and get better at singing, and all the stuff that anyone teaches isn't new. There's no new stuff. It's just, so when you get with a teacher, it's not really about what method they teach. It's more about Does he, she understand how singing works, or does he, she not understand how singing works? And that's the key that you want to, that's the key question. You want to know if they understand singing and how to grow the voice. That's the key. No matter what method you do, because that's all it comes down to, is just growing the voice. You know, have you ever seen that video of Pavarotti and Seth Riggs, and it says Pavarotti and Seth Riggs, same understanding of vowel modifications or something? You should check out that video. I mean, it's no revelation. It's all the same shit, man. Like, Seth understands the game really well. Pavarotti understood the game really well. So they understood that the body works a certain way. When you get a coach that understands that the body works a certain way, it's all going to line up, and you will see less deviation between the methods. So what separates the different methods is not really what exercises, but it's really how they're done. And if you get good teachers, then the how of how it's done will be very similar. And the what may be different, like the what exercises they prescribe may be very different, but the how, the underlying concepts are going to be the same, because there's only certain, the way the voice grows is grown in a very certain way, and that must be understood. If that's understood, it doesn't matter what the outside is, really. So that's my take on it. Keep the questions coming. You know, I do my best to answer them, and I hope this helped you out. Thanks for watching.